Test, test, test. I want to know if the audio is fine. So I'm going to wait for the stream to start on my screen. Let's see. I should probably talk if I'm testing audio. Yeah, it seems fine. Let's see if... Hey! Discord actually shows that I'm streaming. Let's go. That's great. So, quick hot tip. On Discord, if you have a custom status, it will block the streaming status from being shown. Which is a bit weird, but... You know. Do be like that. Right, this has been slowly progressing. We're almost at a point where you can actually like have a conversation between the client and the server. I have laid out the logic for processing inbound packets and doing the rollback. And hopefully it's all correct. I can't know yet. I can start testing after I have logic for sending packets on both the server and the client. And also I have something to actually roll back. Like you can see here, to do save the state of the stack. I don't have logic for this yet. Yeah, and this to do as well. But these are pretty simple. I want to say hopefully, but I pretty much know it's simple. Like on a player, for example, what we need to remember is the position and the velocity, and kind of just save that into a dictionary. I want to use a, whatchamacallit, circular buffer at some point. But, using a dictionary is just easier. It will do for now. Also, I want to... actually, I need a different browser instance. So I'm not logged into Twitch on that one. I'm just gonna test the chat. Sometimes... I'm just gonna test the chat. Oh, there we go. Alright, seems to be fine. Sometimes Twitch really likes to ignore me because I'm on a VPN. Anyway. So much shit open. Okay. 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 How does the server store inputs? Let's see that. So this is the server logic. Have connected peers. It's right here. Okay. So basically, I want to iterate over all the connected peers and then send inputs based on how far into the past is required. Anyway, nice explanation. Let's go. Okay. Okay. Also, does the server actually ignore inputs for... Okay, so I'm thinking, if a client sends inputs for ticks that already passed, do I ignore those? We do. Okay, that's good. Dude, my throat is being awesome. I've never lost my voice, but I feel like I'm about to fucking do that. Remember to drink water, guys. Okay. I want to collect inputs and compress them. How do we collect inputs currently? Do I even collect inputs anywhere? I'm gonna have to invent that right now. Well, I have this. Okay, so I need to pass in a dictionary of inputs. This isn't called anywhere, right? Yeah, it's not. I might modify that function, fit my needs a bit better. We'll see. Also, I want to do +1 here, because this is exclusive. Okay. Alright, let's start from the basics. So I think how these are stored is tick and then player ID. Yeah. Yep. Well, I need to do one more inner loop. uh, this kind of sucks, but there's no other way of doing it. So I'm gonna compress these inputs per peer. Right? So if I have one peer that only requires 5 ticks of inputs to be received, I'm gonna do that. And then if someone requires 50, I'm gonna do that. I technically could just do the same for everyone. And if I have clients with the same requirements, then I could save on processing power, but I'm just gonna do the dumb approach for now. Oh, okay. This takes in dictionary and start and then end. I could just pass in this. I don't need to do this loop here. So that loop is already being done here. So I'm gonna comment that out. What is our... Oh, that's supposed to be the bytes. What do I do here? There might be an off by one error there, but that's fine. That's fine. That's fun debugging for later. What? Oh. Yeah, these are stored in the wrong way. Can I just change that? Some stored inputs to be... that complicates this. That's fine. That's fine. Uh, I don't know if I have to do this or... Where's my playground? Playground, let's go. Imagine forgetting how iterating over a dictionary works. Couldn't be me. Oh, true. We have a new month, new folder. So iterating seems to iterate over the keys. Yep. And I want the values. And now I need to switch all these. True. And that's fixed. Okay. So don't be disillusioned. We're still doing 3 loops. The third loop is hidden inside of this function. So this is like, you know, level 3 nested for loop, which isn't pretty, but, you know, what you gonna do? This should technically work. Here, up here, yeah. It's a bit silly, but whatever. Oh, okay. Technically there's some housekeeping that I'm forgetting. Like when the client receives some stuff, they assume there's this info, this, and this, and then the inputs. So let's do that. Oh, I have a timer there. I can just put this on my second screen. I have to scroll back and forth. Okay. The first thing is a 32-bit integer telling us what the oldest input tick is. This could be this one. The next one is a 16-bit integer. And it's the count of the ticks. It's gonna be current tick minus this, I assume. I'll have to do like a -1 or a +1 here. Well, that'll be fun for debugging. Well, actually, if that client is on like tick 20 and we're currently at tick 50, that would say there's going to be 30 ticks. That makes sense. Yep. Still, there might be off by 1, but anyway. I'm just going to pray that it works first try. And player count. Another 16-bit int. Oh, I'm gonna... In the future, this is gonna be different. So I might have some connected peers that are not players, like spectators. But that's a worry for that time. I'm gonna have a different system for handling this then. well, not a different system, but anyway, like I'm gonna have, because currently I only have one layer where it's like you're either on the server or you're not. But in the future, I'm gonna have different, like, quote unquote layers, where the first one is being connected to the server, the second one is actually playing the game. And I don't know if there's gonna be any more levels than that. Just being connected just means that you're just spectating. Kind of wonder what happens if I run the game now. Okay, who are you? Where are we? This is client code. Okay. Um, what kind of parameters did we receive? That's interesting. Wait, what? Is the repeat count fucked? Oh, this should ensure that's not the case. Oh, that's +1. Okay, nice. Well, what the hell? So total input text is 35. Sure. I is at 34. Well, I get okay. Well, if I modify this, then this is gonna give me the previous error. Yeah. So what the fuck do I do? Do I ever set 0 anywhere? Am I just dumb? Should I be doing it this way? Well, fuck me. Where are we now? This is different though. Who are you? Who are you? Is the server or client logic? This is client logic. Okay. So we actually successfully decoded the inputs. That's great. Um, Let me look at them. Okay, I'm gonna have to look at received inputs. Yay! There's a bunch of false booleans, like there should be. And nothing else. But what is there? Okay, so we're trying to access our inputs from the server, but we don't exist on the server yet. Is the problem. That's fair. So just to visualize the problem, we have the server here, and we have the client here, and the client kind of just goes to the server. The server sends information. The server doesn't include this client in the input information, because back then, like when I click host server, the client isn't here. And when we receive information about the past ticks and we're not there, the client gets confused, which sucks. But what the fuck? Actually, why? What? Because we still only receive shit that the server tells us. We don't use the local shit that we have. I don't understand. I guess the server still tells us about... No. Oh, okay, so the problem is that we don't have stored inputs. Wait, no. Oh yeah, we don't have predicted inputs. Uh, Turn access 0. Yeah, because stored inputs is just empty for both. So to handle that, I guess. Um, let's see if that causes an error. It doesn't. Okay. So I'm gonna do a hack here. Um, Actually, this has to be... Well, whatever. Yeah, well, it's gonna be a null array here. Or an empty array, rather. Okay. Oh, true. Our current... What is our current tick? It's 1. And this is 1. Well... Let's just remove this assertion for now. Well, it's kind of doing something, I guess. Let me just print something on the client. I need to post one on this, I guess. This doesn't post the client. It seems to be incrementing this though, which is good. Well, yeah, actually this assertion is kind of bad, because we might actually be processing ticks that are ahead of our current tick. We might be processing ticks that are ahead of our current tick if we are far behind. Like, it's not good. But you know. Yeah, so basically what this line means is that the whole idea that I have for this is that the server and the client, well, okay, so the client is gonna try to time their ticks so that when the server receives a packet containing their inputs, they're just about to process that tick, right? I don't know if that makes any sense. Hello, Creeper. Uh, anyway. Yeah, rollback netcoding is coming along. Currently, I don't have any sync between the client and the server. Um, well, I guess I have, like, the server sends packets to the client actually decodes those packets and gets information from them. So there's one-way communication, but the client still has to send packets to the server. So I'm going to tackle that part next. You showed up just when I was thinking that I'm gonna fucking take a bathroom break. I have to do a new line here. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna be right back. Let's go. Dude, who needs a BRB screen when you can just put some text on the screen? So easy. Dude, I don't know if that's a fucking Ligma joke or if you're asking an out of context question. But what do you mean where? Oh, okay. Well, we're gonna go town. Dude, anyway. Dude, is down to town? Like, I swear there's a fucking saying close to that. Or a phrase. Anyway, what does the server expect? By the way, if you ever do networking with Godot, as soon as you lose all references to a packet peer UDP, then if you receive another packet from them, like from that IP, it'll be considered as a new peer. Mm, Okay. 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 This is the blueprint. Dude, oh, okay. Actually, this bothers me so much. Please don't have a delay. There we go. Okay. Okay, so the client actually needs to keep track of the latest or like the oldest input tick that the server hasn't confirmed yet. This variable needs a better name. Fuck it. No. You can do that yourself. There will be no Subway Surfers gameplay, except if I decide to play it myself. Dude, imagine coding and playing Subway Surfers at the same time. True Chad behavior. Okay. So now I need the input to count. And that's gonna be the current tick, which is the larger number, minus the oldest sent one. That's how many ticks we're gonna encode. And then we're gonna encode the inputs. Yeah, anyway. There's no autocomplete. This is so sad. Sometimes Godot is a bit weird with that. That's fine. Start, oldest, and current there. Yep, host correct. That seems fine. We never increment this though. Wait, is this actually the same as this? Kind of. Because whenever we receive something from the server that tells us that those inputs have been stored, I guess I'm going to just use the same one. I've been sleeping out a little less than I should lately, but, you know, it'd be like that sometimes. Like 30 minutes to an hour less. Okay. Gotta be 2, right? Oh shit. What? What do you mean? How did this happen? Okay, true. So our client is connecting to the server, and like the server is already on tick 30, right? The server is on tick 30, and the client is on tick 0. And that's bad. I need to synchronize the two. I'm gonna do a scuffed implementation first, I think. Okay. That's gonna be so fucked. What do you mean? Okay, connected peers. I'm not your boss. You can do whatever you want with your own life. Who to get 4 from? 4. 4, 4, 4. Yeah, I wanted to look at the connected peers thing. There's only one. And the player ID is 4. Oh, okay, yeah. It was funny 4. Funny 4. Okay. I'll just run it again and hope that it works. Nope. Same error. Uh, this really looks like to me the -1 index there on the stored inputs is a tick index, and that really bothers me. Oh, this is why. This is why. This is why we're doing this incorrectly here. Bit more verbose, but whatever. What do you mean? Okay, now we're back here. Okay, well, that makes more sense. I don't have a dictionary entry for the newly connected peer. That sucks. Well, whatever. Still? What do you mean? I guess we received the info. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. Pain. Pain. I just have to somehow handle not having inputs for a player. Well, I get okay. So what the server should do is, if there are no inputs for some player received for some tick, then we duplicate the latest inputs we have for that player. Currently, that's not happening. So that's part of the reason why this issue is a thing. There might be some additional stuff wrong with how clients initially connect to the server. So yeah, actually, I want to do this check right after processing packets. Okay. This can be a one-liner. That's fine. I've been live for almost an hour. I'll attempt to do this. And then probably hop off after that. I just noticed there's 315 dropped frames. Oh, I was about to calculate the percentage, but OBS already tells me that it's 0.2%. Probably nothing to worry about. Okay. I want to do that. So this is slightly incorrect again. Well, this will hand. Okay, so what I'm thinking is, if a player is already connected, then this will work fine. But if we, oh my god, please, like we have a part of the timeline, and the player joins here, and we go here, and then we attempt to tell a player about this time. I don't really handle this, like a player joining in the middle of the packet, I guess. That's something that I'm gonna have to think about. What I'm thinking is that I'm not going to encode the amount of players anywhere. Like, that's just not going to be a thing in the packet. The clients just know how many players there are. And then when someone joins, that's going to be like a game event anyway. And then the clients know, like, oh, there's an additional player. There's going to be inputs for that player. And then I can just kind of implicitly handle that. Or I'm going to have some buffer time where we mark a player as joining and we kind of wait for everyone to acknowledge that, and then we can actually put them in the game. I have no idea. This is going to be an interesting future problem, I guess. Or, actually, even another way of handling this. So instead of having this timeline, having the player join and waiting for everyone to confirm it, we just pretend like the player was always there. Right? So, like, all the input packets that we send from this point on, we kind of pretend that the player was always there. And that's fine. Maybe. Okay, so actual question in chat. Does Godot not have a built-in client sync? It does. So there are like multiplayer spawners and multiplayer synchronizers, and you can make a whole game by just using these nodes. Like, I think there may be some code that you have the right to actually connect to the server, but you can kind of just do stuff with nodes and get multiplayer working. But that's not what I want to do, right? What I want to do is just send packets and have stuff work with rollback. Right? Because if I make my own system, like let's say I want to move to Bevy, for example, or Unity for some reason, then I can just port my code. And the system should work, right? As long as I can write bytes, and I can read bytes, and I can control the game state, I'm gonna have working multiplayer, right? If I use Godot's built-in nodes, yeah, well, I mean, let's say that I did work for some client, right? Entirely possible that they're just like, yeah, we're using Unity, It's like, well, okay, sure. Maybe might be more reasonable, like if I just go solo and I just want better performance, and for some reason I didn't use GD extension. That might be a thing. Or if I just go completely crazy, I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna use the web GPU myself, or libgdx was it? It's like quote unquote write quote unquote everything myself, right? Then I want to have this multiplayer code, and even if I just end up using Godot, and I don't move anywhere, I still like having my own code for the multiplayer because I know exactly what it's doing, and I find it easier to control, I guess. Mm, Alright, so honest slide in the chat. First of all, hello. Um, Moving back to Godot. So what's your? I'm curious. Like, what's your timeline? Like, did you start with Godot initially, or with Unity initially, or like my some? Actually, I have no idea. I feel like that message doesn't give me enough context to know if you were mainly a Unity dev or a Godot dev before. I'm assuming the recent like Unity decisions. Well, okay, so if we are, holy shit, my tongue is twisted completely. So the image that I get from your message is that you were initially a Unity dev, and then the shit happened. Oh, okay, Troy. Okay, hello. Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah. So Troy is working on their own game, called Encore. Actually, I can close these. I have the project somewhere. Okay, okay. Man, well, for me personally, it's nice to hear that you're moving back to Godot, right? Because then I can actually help you. So I did try installing Unity, but it just didn't want to work. And it's gonna take some time to open. But yeah. Oh, okay. Because there is a Flatpak for Unity. Well, this didn't work. I did also try to install it on a VM. Okay, okay. Yeah, but I mean, you just gotta choose the tool that's the best for you personally. And not even personally, but the best for the project that um you're making. Yeah, but I mean, it would be good if Unity just had native Linux support. That would be kind of the best case scenario for that. I did even try to, because I have a Windows VM, and I did try to install it there. It didn't work there either, which is kind of, yeah. I would have to probably like fix up the VM somehow. Um, uh, uh, uh. What was I doing? Okay. So if the stored inputs don't have this current tick, we want to duplicate the last tick. This is not going to work either, but I'm going to write the line anyway. Let's see what error I'm going to get this time. True. True. -2, it doesn't exist. Oh, what is the pair? It's this one. So I need additional logic for connecting. Yes. I have no music. Sometimes I have some music. Let's see, what is the latest one that I listened to? It's not that one. It depends on the day, I guess. This is the latest thing that I've been listening to. I'm too paranoid about copyright shit, so I'm not gonna play it on stream, but I can link you the thing. Hey. Yeah, that's the latest thing that I've been listening to. But you know, some sessions no music and some sessions music. And also the Obsidian is brain dump. But there's some stuff there that I don't want to show on stream, I guess. Like, I have mixed game dev notes and IRL life notes, if that makes sense. So I just keep everything that I don't want to show on the same screen that I have OBS on. And then this screen is like, everything is safe, you know? Like, this is a separate browser profile. So if I go into history, yeah, Rickroll here, apparently. But there's basically nothing. But I think I'm basically cooked for programming. I'm gonna do one run of a neat little game. And Goopy Stick to the Dungeon. This is a great game. Just randomly spotted it on the Godot Discord. Someone posted it's like, oh, this is my first gem game or whatever. And I decided to speedrun it because why not? I need to look at the audio. How loud is that? Okay, this is a mess. Okay, first of all, I'm getting overwhelmed. Let me close that. Okay. Like, suddenly I was in hell. I don't know how to describe that. Okay, that's muted. I can go here, here. I'm just gonna listen to it real fast. I was looking at the audio levels and it seemed like it was a bit louder than my voice, or by quite a lot. Come on, load. I needed a faster way of doing this. I should have like a separate headset. Okay. I see. I'm gonna get a bit quieter. Like -4 decibels maybe. That should be better. Also, if I do this, yeah, it doesn't affect the stream volume. That's good. Let's go. And I failed. Okay. I'm gonna give this 3 tries and then I'm gonna stop playing. Also, I forgot to do that. Okay. I need to know throw. There's a double jump bug that I'm abusing. It's funny. But I'm trying to rush too much. And I'm just missing the first jump. There we go. And I landed here. Okay. I'm just gonna go through the game. This is not gonna be a record, but whatever. Oh shit! Actually, that's pretty funny. So you can boost up there like that. No! Okay, bad luck. It's basically by dying there you can death warp. You mean in chat or in Discord DMs? Like, I can promote the server if you want. Yeah, I mean, this is gonna post here. So that's, the Discord server for Encore's development, if you're interested in that. I'm gonna try one more round. Also, I'm not gonna put it into my own about section, so I don't really consider myself to be a quote-unquote Encore dev, if that makes sense. Like, I just help out with the project sometimes. That's how I view it. Okay, one more. That's so painful. I did the perfect damage boost and then I fumbled it. This is the last one for real though. That's a bit of a fumble, it's fine. Okay, that's actually pretty good. I'm like 2 seconds ahead. That's not good. I fucking forgot the fucking keys. No! I literally forgot the controls of the game. Mid-run. That's fine. I'm just gonna respawn. Apparently. This is already slower than my record. I do want to finish this run though, because it's the game ends in a pretty funny way. There we go. Oh, it's on my other screen. Well, it literally just opens up fucking this on your browser. Best ending to a video game ever. Yeah. Let's see. Let me check one thing. Yeah. I was gonna stream. I'm not gonna rate anyone. If I had like 6 viewers or something, then I would. But I feel like that would warrant it to some small streamer. But yeah, I'm gonna hop off for now. You both have a good one. I might struggle with netcode offline.